Spring in Indiana. Boy, I'll tell you, plant is only 2 years old, and it's as tall as I am. We planted it 2 years in July, and there's a lot of fruit on it. This is raspberries, and they've spread out down below into new plants. We have some others that we planted last year that are shorter. This is a blackberry. It's another raspberry. It's not doing quite as well as the other one, but it's last year's planting. Another blackberry from last year. Raspberry. Blackberry. Raspberries. Look at all the raspberries on here. Now we're going to have several quarts of raspberries. Got some bumblebees that are pollinating down here. That small one down there, that's last year's blackberry, late fall. Here's last year's raspberry with some new sprouts coming up. By next year, this is going to be almost as big as the first one. Blackberry plant. A lot of thorns on those. There's a thorny raspberry. This is a 2-year-old raspberry, not doing quite as well. Last year's raspberry. There's the first blueberry that has some fruit on it in there. If you can see those little tiny pieces of fruit. Hoping that in the next 5 years or so, that'll have a lot of fruit on it. Raspberry. Blueberry. This is a boysenberry. Last year they had such large fruit. Not a lot of them, but boy, this year we're going to have about another quart of boysenberries. Boysenberry is like a blackberry. And I have a bag of bug we're using because we know the beetles will be coming out this year. There's another raspberry plant. Raspberry. I'm coming up the yard now. I honestly don't remember what this one is. Last year it could be a blueberry. This is a persimmon tree. I have 2 of them. That's the other persimmon. And down along here we have our apples, our pears, a Asian apple, which is Asian pear. We have about 3 peach trees. Swinging back over here that don't know if you can see them. There's 2 cherry trees planted along the row in back of the blackberry and blueberries. Several different varieties of apples. Didn't know which one was going to be the best. We got the small apples you can see there. Didn't have any peaches this year because the frost got the blossoms. I also have a plum tree, and honestly I don't remember which one of the trees back here is also a apricot tree. And then I got 2 gooseberry bushes. Way of light. It's one there. And there's one over there. And then I have a hazelnut tree. Hopefully I have some hazelnuts this year. The birds got to them last year. So we'll see. That's the garden this year.